Mm,
Magkano
mm.
all in all?
Good question, no? Well, we
Mm.
spent sabihin ko na lang yung kung magkano yung tuition fee ko. Actually, first time ko lang
Mm.
sasabihin ata 'to. Um, Hey everyone, this is Aina, a former international student and now a permanent resident in New Zealand. You're listening to Secure Visa Podcast, a show that talks about life being an international student, immigration policies from the team of experts and immigration lawyers, and how to immigrate to your ultimate destinations like Canada and New Zealand. So thanks for being with us today, and let's start learning. Welcome to episode 13. Our topic is mahirap bang maging international student. So in this episode, I will discuss what it's like to study abroad. Paano bang teaching method sa New Zealand compare sa Philippines, 'di ba? Mahirap bang pumasa? Diba? Yan yung mga questions eh. So before we start, let me call my colleague, also a former international student and a friend, Secure Visa's digital program administrator based here in New Zealand. So welcome, Em Ebala. Hello.
Hi, Aina. Thanks
Welcome
for having
again.
me here. Thank you. I'm
Of
happy
course.
to be here.
Yes, of course, Em. Well, alam mo, this is going to be an excellent discussion kasi pareho tayong international, naging international student, right?
Yes,
And a
that's
lot of
right.
people, yeah, a lot of people want to try this pathway, but they have hesitation eh. Kasi,
Totoo.
studying abroad is not a joke, right?
Exactly. But
Mm.
did you always know, Aina, that you wanted to study abroad?
Well, good question. Kasi I never imagined myself studying and living outside the Philippines. It was never in my wildest dream na
Mm.
pumunta at manirahan ng ibang bansa. And I remember my parents, alam ng parents ko to eh, I was not fond of studying. Hindi ako mahilig mag-aral. I hate numbers. I hate math. Hindi ako masipag mag-aral talaga nung high school at elementary. Mas
Mm-mm.
active pa ata ako during PE time, yung mga extracurricular activities, yung mga cheering, dancing, and
Yes.
all arts and craft. So doon ako mas interesado. And alala ko pa nung bata ako, no, ginagabi kami ng daddy ko habang tinuturuan niya ako kasi hindi ko talaga makuha yung tinuturo niya eh. So, alam mo yun, hindi talaga. But back in college, I was just a regular student. So, I think, ang tamang question is kung why did I choose this pathway? Kahit
Mm.
na hindi ako ganun kagaling sa klase, sa school, at hindi naman ako galing sa star section, di ba? Yung mga ganun, yung
Mm-mm.
pagka
Yes.
honor student
Honor
ka,
student.
lalagay ka sa star section. So,
Mm-mm.
I think I have two reasons, no? Bakit ko ginawa tong pathway? First is, I want to check opportunities.
Mm.
Opportunista tayo eh. 'Di ba?
Mm-mm.
Hangga't bata, hangga't merong panahon, why not? 'Di ba? There are a lot of benefits when you study abroad. Endless opportunities, which we will discuss
Mm-mm.
later. And then second, I know na walang mawawala kasi sa akin eh. It changes our life. And
Mhm.
it's like you are like a new person after taking this journey and this
Mhm.
pathway. So,
Wow, a
yun.
new person talaga, eh, 'no?
Yeah, yeah,
Pero
oo.
hindi ka ba nahirapan mag-aral nung mga panahon na yun, Aina?
Alam mo hindi ko, siguro hindi ko sasabihing madali at hindi ko sasabihing mahirap. Siguro 80% mahirap
Mhm.
because you
Mhm.
have to be smart, in managing your time. Mahirap pagsabayin ang pag-aaral at magtrabaho. Kasi as an
Mm.
international student, you are allowed to work. And at the same time, mag-aaral ka eh, no? Time
Mm.
for studies and time for work, hindi biro yan. So in my first semester, it was all new to me. Yan yung mga panahon na dun mo mararamdaman na, oh my God, ano tong pinasok ko? 'Di ba? New environment, new
Mm.
culture, lahat bago. Ultimo, transportation, 'di ba, pupunta ka sa school, lahat bago eh, the system,
Totoo.
everything. So, I was in my adjustment period nung time na yon,
Hmm,
nung first semester ko. It was hard, but at the same time, masaya. It was fun because you
mhm,
get to discover a lot of things. Ang dami mong madidiscover. Hindi lang para sa sarili mo, kundi sa lahat. Sa kultura,
oo,
you know. So, kahit nung dati pa, naniniwala ako kasi ah, na although na kailangan mo talagang pagdaanan yung mga hardships. You know, hardships
totoo.
often prepare ordinary people for an
That's right.
extraordinary destiny. So, no
Mm,
person can become strong nang hindi mo pinagdadaanan yung paghihirap. Diba? Ganun naman.
mm.
So, umpisa pa lang, first day pa lang ng school, nasa utak ko na there's no turning back. I mean,
Hmm,
gagawin mo lahat para
yes.
makapasa at para matapos yung pag-aaral mo. Dahil nandun eh, nag-invest ka na eh. And you know that there's more to it after
Mm,
this journey. And you know, as time goes by, na-enjoy ko yung post-grad studies ko. The school, my
mhm.
professors, and my own classmates were very accommodating and helpful.
Oo,
Wala dun yung may wall, yung professor mo and students, wala eh, no? They
yes.
become our buddy-buddy. We
Mm,
have one, I remember we had one teacher na favorite natin.
mm.
Um, Favorite pero nakalimutan ko yung pangalan niya eh.
Pangalan?
I think it starts with letter E. I forgot her name,
Ang
pero
nasa mind ko
yon.
starts with letter B.
B? Sino yun?
Favorite
M.
din natin, si Bernadette,
Bernadette! Oh my God, kasi it rhymes
right?
naman with E. So, yeah.
Favorite natin
May photo
siya.
pa tayo nun. So, yeah.
Oo,
So, 80%, yes, mahirap sa
mm.
una. But, so, no, hanggang maka-adjust ka na. After the 3-month adjustment period, doon mo
Yes.
na ma-realize na, oh, kaya ko pala. Diba?
Kasi
As long as
nga
you're committed, yeah.
that's right. Oh, sabi mo nga,
Mm.
no turning back na eh, 'no, 'di ba? Pero
Wala.
how did you pick your program? Ikaw lang ba nag-search or is there someone na
Mm.
tumulong sa'yo, nag-recommend? How did you do it?
Well, there were several steps before I decided to take the study pathway, and I always say
Mm,
this. This is the main reason why we created the Secure Student Solution, yung
mhm.
services na ginawa natin for international student. Kasi ang study pathway, hindi lang siya visa processing, hindi lang siya basta student visa. The study
Mm,
pathway is more than that. No? Planning your
yes.
journey is the key. Yun talaga. You need to know what your long-term goal is. For example,
Mm,
do you plan to live and work eventually after studying? Diba?
yes.
Anong gusto mo maging trabaho after
Mm,
you take this pathway? So, number one, common. No? Isa sa mga common na mistakes na na-experience ng isang estudyante ay yung kumuha ng maling course or yung wrong
totoo
choice of
'yan.
course and
That's
program,
right,
'di ba?
oo. Kaya nga
Kasi
kaya we have that, secure student solution 'no, to help out
yes.
umpisa pa lang ng journey
Yep,
ng client right up to the end,
that's
andun
true.
tayo. Kasi
Yes.
alam natin, yung pinagdadaanan nila.
Yes, and then akala ng
Mm,
marami pwede nilang kunin ng kahit anong course lang, no? Hindi nila alam na napaka-importante that you need to have clear plans that are,
mm,
relevant to your chosen program or course,
mm.
background, work experience, career goals, 'di ba?
Totoo,
And minsan pag mali yung napili mong course, baka eventually hindi ka mabigyan ng work permit or yung tinatawag na post-study work permit na na-experience
mm.
natin, no,
Yes,
after we finish the program, 'di ba? And
totoo.
this second step after studying, ito yung magbibigay sa atin ng daan eh, to get the permanent residency, just like what
Mm,
happened to me, 'di ba?
that's right,
So,
mm.
paano ko nakuha? Well, I was guided based on my qualification and background.
Mm,
I had 4 papers then nung
mm.
nag-aaral ako from my level 8. So, ang kinuha ko is level 8 postgraduate certificate in business. And what
Yes.
I like
Mm-mm.
about that program is, of course, I was allowed to bring my husband with me.
Mm-mm.
Ayan, yan yung photo niya nung graduate ako. Kasama ko siya. Wala namang iba kaming, kasi wala kami kakilala eh. So when we moved here in New Zealand,
Yes.
kami lang talagang dalawa, no? So yeah, so I like that program because first I was allowed to bring my husband. He can work full time while I study and work.
Mm-mm.
So yung palang mababawi na namin yung investment na binayad namin sa school eh.
Mm-mm.
Plus, of course, I want to learn about business course. Nung una pa lang, namimili na ako ng mga kung saan ako mas interesado, no? Like digital
Mm-mm.
marketing. I'm into digital marketing. But that time, my gosh, the digital marketing course, umaabot ng 1 milyon. Hindi kaya ng budget.
Mm-mm.
So, ang
Mm.
maganda nun, I can still, right now, no, na permanent resident na ako dito sa New
Mm-mm.
Zealand, iba kasi ang tuition fee ng mga citizens or residents dito sa New Zealand, right?
Mm-mm.
If you are
Yes.
an international student, syempre mas mataas. So, mga nasa 15 to pinakamababa yung 15,000 New Zealand dollars, pwedeng umabot to 30,000 New Zealand dollars.
Mm-mm.
Depende sa course na kinuha mo. Pero ang maganda nun, pag naging residente ka na, sobrang affordable na, right?
Yes. Oo.
Ng schooling dito sa, or uni, tinatawag nila dito sa
Yes.
New Zealand, no? And you can actually apply for a loan, diba? Student loan, which
Mm-mm.
is
Yes.
payable whenever you can.
Totoo.
Diba? Yun
Kaya
yung
puwede mo
maganda.
ng puwedeng-puwede mo ng i-pursue yung ano, digital
Digital
marketing.
marketing.
Yes, Aina, definitely
Yeah.
'no, that's
Mm-hmm.
really nice. Now speaking of yung during the school days,
Mm-mm.
paano yung class schedule mo noon? Was it like in the mornings or sa hapon
Mm-mm.
or
Mm-mm.
nighttime? Kasi may mga night schoolers din. Paano yun?
Mm-mm. Well, masaya ako dito eh. Nung nalaman ko na napaka-flexible ng schedule, yan yung unang iniisip ko eh. Kasi ang perception ng iba, pag mag-aaral ka, katulad rin ba nung college na everyday kang papasok? So, hindi, no?
Yes.
Natuwa ako doon. I only had like 3 days a week to come to school. So, my classes starts at 9 a.m. Yun yung mga first semesters ko, ano? 9 a.m. to
Mm.
12 p.m. Hindi, as I remember, no, ganun yung oras. Hindi siya whole day. And that's from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Mm.
So, then, nung last term ko, last sem ko, isang beses na lang ako pumapasok sa isang linggo nang hindi whole day din. So, mga
Mm.
2 hours to 3 hours. So, minsan twice a week. Minsan ka I need to go to
Oo.
school ng Friday, pagka merong mga kailangan na pasukan, no? Pag
Yes,
the
oo.
professor asks us to go to school, so ganon. So,
Ang
very
galing.
flexible. So, I am
Mm.
required to go to school 20 hours per week. Then, 20 hours
Mm.
per week, then ako pwedeng magtrabaho. So,
Mm.
balancing-balanse.
Oo,
Mm.
totoo 'yan.
Mm.
Meron ka bang during that time, meron ka bang subject or paper that you find quite, challenging or
Mm.
meron bang homeworks or quizzes? You know, like sa
Mhm.
Philippines 'di ba gano'n tayo. Dito sa NZ,
Oo,
paano
natatawa
ba?
ako kasi naalala
I-share.
ko no'n um, nung nagpaplano pa lang ako na mag-aaral, yan yung unang iniisip ko eh na merong graded recitation din ba? Merong reporting? Alam mo yon yung gano'n. So, yun yung mga
Mm,
iniisip ko eh.
yes.
Pero what I like about it is yung nakaplano na yung buong schedule at ano ang mangyayari sa buong taon mo ng pag-aaral. So, we had
Mm.
online homeworks. To answer your question, we had online
Mm.
homeworks. So, at first time ko ata sa buong buhay ko na maka-perfect score sa exam. Not because that I'm
Wow!
not that smart. Pero I think no, minsan kasi pagka sineryoso mo talaga, mangyayari at mangyayari, no? And aminado ako nung
Perfect.
time na yon, hindi ako ganun kaseryoso mag-aral nung college or elementary, high school.
Mm.
Kasi hindi yun yung interest mo eh. Pero nung pumunta ako dito
Mm.
sa New Zealand, and ako yung pumili ng course ko, kaya diba, it's very important. Number one is planning. Kasi doon mo malalaman,
Yes.
saan ba ako mas interesado? Anong
Oo.
mga program or subject ba ako mas na interes at ano bang gusto ko
Mm.
matutunan. So, pinili ko yung course na yon dahil gusto ko. So, I think kaya ako naka-perfect score. Unang-una dahil, of
Galing.
course, syempre gusto mong pinagtuunan, binigyan mo ng pansin at binigyan mo ng oras at
Mm.
panahon. So, yeah, that's
Yes.
another achievement. It was an achievement. And you know what? This uh, journey helped me discover myself. No, I mean, throwing
Mm.
yourself into a completely new environment will help you to figure out
Mm.
what you're good at, diba? As well as what you're not
Yes.
so good at. So I discovered that
Mm.
I can do better as long as I put my heart in it, and yung full attention to something.
Absolutely.
So, yun. So, kung ano ka dati, kung isipin mo na meron tayong mga kliyente, 'di ba, sinasabi nila na puro tres daw yung kanilang grade, hindi daw ganun kaganda yung grade
Mm.
nila sa transcript of records nila nung college nila.
Mm.
Kasi kung ano ka dati, kung kahit bulakpol ka pa dati, you can change eh. Pwede kang gumawa ng
Yes.
sarili mong a brand new person. No? When you move to
Mm.
a different country, you can start. Diba? You can, as long as
Totoo.
you're committed to it, pwede kang gumawa ng panibagong
Mm.
brand new person eh. Diba? Yeah.
Galing, 'di ba? Pero ano,
Yeah.
may
Mm-mm.
struggle ka nga ba?
Yes,
So may
ang tagal ko
oo.
sumagot doon.
Kasi from perfect, eh, 'no? Baka mamaya, di ka naman
Hindi
nahirapan.
siya gano'n ka-perfect. At ito yung lagi nating sinasabi, no. There will be challenges. I did struggle a bit with one of my papers. But kung anong kinaganda nun, yung
Oo.
mga professors dito, they're willing to help us. They knew that not all student can easily grasp, the teaching at
Mm.
once. Hindi sila, alam nila no?
Yes.
So, the experience was really more enjoyable
That's really
than,
nice.
stress ka. May mga
Oo.
panahon na nasistress ka na, uy, bago to sa akin. Hindi ko naalala ito nung college ako. Alam mo yon yung mga ganon. Pero, um, kailangan mo lang talagang tuunan ng posen. You have to be
Oo.
committed to it. And of course, go to the right person. Especially,
Mm.
yun nga sinabi ko, minention ko yung professor nga natin. And they're very accommodating. So,
Mm.
yun ako natuwa. Pero,
Galing.
may struggle.
Totoo. Oo,
But
may struggle
masaya.
pa rin, oo.
Ah,
May struggle pero na-enjoy mo pa rin yung ano,
yes.
pagiging
Yeah, yeah,
buhay
yeah.
estudyante noon 'no.
I
How
did.
about yung sa mga ano naman, like, learning materials, required or required ba bumili ng
Mm-mm.
books or puwede bang manghiram na lang? Paano ba yung system noon?
Well, most activities were done online. So, we had an online
Mm.
portal. First day of school mo, may orientation. So, papasok ka doon. Half
Mm.
day lang yun, naalala ko. Meron pang ang libreng pamerienda yung school na yun.
Snacks, yes.
May libreng pamerienda. So, first day yon binigyan kami ng access sa online portal. Nagulat ako na hindi ko kailangan bumili ng libro. Yun
Mm.
din yung iniisip ko. Akala ko that I have to buy books. I have to buy
Oo,
notebooks din. Actually, meron akong notebook doon, pero mostly lahat ng activities were done online. Even the
online.
assignments and the quizzes were done online.
Mm.
So, meron kaming online portal doon where students would find the list of papers and activities. So, nakaschedule na lahat. Yung
Mm.
sinasabi ko kanina, nandun na lahat
Yes.
makikita mo. Kung anong mangyayari, second sem, third sem, dun pa lang. And I remember, meron
Mm.
binigay sa amin na napakalaking kalendaryo. Kung meron na sa online, meron ding kalendaryo na bibigay sa'yo. Not the typical calendar na i-flip mo, no? Yung mga old school calendar. So it's
Oo.
like a big like a cartolina na calendar. So dinikit ko yun sa wall ko para lahat alam ko na anong mangyayari sa
Oo.
buong taon. Ipaplan mo na kung kailan ka rin pwedeng pumasok sa work. 'Di ba? Nakaplano na eh.
Oo, totoo.
Kasi nandun na rin yung schedule of your exam. So, yun. And
Mm.
professors also gave us handouts. Hindi mo na kailangan mag-print.
Yes.
Naalala mo
Oo,
nung
handouts.
magpapa-Xerox ka or ano. So, hindi na kailangan gano'n. My God, nalalaman nila yung edad ko 'pag Xerox na sinasabi ko 'no.
Photocopy naman or
Photocopy,
duplicate.
yeah.
Oo, make a duplicate,
Yeah,
okey.
yun. But the school
Mm.
has their own library. So,
Yes.
I was able to borrow books then.
Mm, meron din,
But, I
oo.
don't need to buy one. Yeah. Hindi ka naman nila
Totoo
nare-require na bumili
'yan.
din. Mm.
Kasi sa mind
Yun.
setting
Mm.
natin 'di ba, having, studying sa Philippines, kumpleto ka dapat ng notebooks, 'di ba, books,
Yes.
nagpu-purchase ka. Pero yun na nga, as what you've shared 'no, dito meron professors nagbibigay ng handouts, 'di ba?
Mm,
So,
mm, mm.
although may mga ano din, may mga public libraries din tayo dito, napakadami
Yes.
ng ano natin, public libraries, right?
Mm,
So merong mga great selection of books, puwede rin manghiram
mm.
doon sa mga libraries na yun. At yung iba nga meron pa silang mga like mini
Mm.
museum sa top floor, so ma-amaze ka nga talaga din.
Yes, nakaka-relax dun
Mm,
mag-aaral, sa mga libraries
oo,
na yun. And
totoo.
I just want to add, no, if students do struggles with their papers, the school have support in place, like tutorials. All you need
Mm,
to do is approach their staff and they will help you out. So yun yung
mm,
natutuwa ako doon eh. Because
totoo,
guided talaga
that's
yung
right.
mga international students. Yeah.
Oo, kasi nga as what you've also mentioned earlier 'no, napaka-approachable ng mga
Mm.
professors, 'di ba?
Mm.
Tapos kasi alam nila na hindi naman yung ibang mga students hindi naman agad maiintindihan yung
Mm.
lesson
Mm.
'no. So,
Mm.
it's really nice na yung mga schools na ano din natin, like partner schools din natin, they have
Mm.
ano, supports in place para dun sa mga
Yes.
nagsa-struggle naman 'no, kasi
Yep.
like yan, yung math 'no, ako din, hindi ko rin accounting actually, hindi ko cup of tea ang accounting 'no, so
Yes.
yun.
Same.
Pero all in all, Aina, how did you find yung teaching method dito sa New Zealand compared sa Philippines? Like may difference ba or was it just the same?
Well, completely different.
Hmm,
Here in New Zealand, they want you to apply what you have learned,
that's
and
right.
the education system is different. Depende
Mm,
to sa level of your qualification. So, from my
mm,
experience, yung level 8, yung teaching style nila was more of a facilitator and delegator
mm,
style, no? So,
mm,
tutulungan ka nila to develop your critical thinking skills. So, yun yung
totoo.
nagustuhan ko dito. Nung una
Ge
nagrereklamo kayo na parang, ala, ba't ganun? Parang, kami yung gagawa? Kami lahat? Yung hindi mo
oo,
ituturo? May ganun
mm,
akong moment nung first semester ko. Pero ang galing kasi tutulungan ka nila to develop your critical thinking skills at sa buhay
mm,
natin importante ang critical thinking. 'Di ba? Diyan ka
totoo.
tatalino eh. Diyan mo
Oo,
matututunan lahat eh. So the professors here promote yung self-learning, which
mm,
is hindi ko, I mean, my experience, no, nung sa Philippines, hindi ko ata na-experience yung self-learning. It's more about, um, na sasabihin sa'yo ng teacher kung ano.
mm,
Ito yung tama.
yes,
Pero dito, it's more about self-learning. So
mm,
to, uh, they teach you how to ask questions and find
mm,
solution through
mm,
exploration. So yun yung nagustuhan ko. Doon ako medyo, nagustuhan ko at the same time, nahirapan din ako kasi yun nga, sanay ako nung college na yung teacher-centered style. Yung
totoo,
sila yung
yes,
masusunod, may rules sa loob ng classroom. Pag gusto niya
mm,
magpa-quiz, magpapa-quiz siya, surprise quiz or
mm.
graded recitation. So, sanay ako na
No,
yung professor yung may authority figure and they
oo,
give you long lectures or yung one-way presentation. So,
yeah,
dito sa New Zealand, iba eh. And I think ganito din sa Canada, which is very
mm,
exciting. No, they help students to be active and part,
yeah. Alam mo
in
na-mention mo
learning.
yung
Mm.
oo, na-mention mo yung surprise quiz, naku naalala ko lang 'no, 'pag yung mga get 1/4 sheet of paper, one
Yes.
half sheet of paper,
Oo,
oh
oo.
wow.
Yeah, totally different. Mm.
Totally different talaga. Pero in terms naman of, yung sa investment naman, Aina,
Mm.
how much in total ba yung na-invest mo with your, being an international student, being able to study dito
Mm.
sa New Zealand,
Mm.
magkano
Mm.
all in all?
Good question, no? Well, we
Mm.
spent, sabihin ko na lang yung kung magkano yung tuition fee ko. Actually, first time ko lang
Mm.
sasabihin ata to. Um, we spent a total of, naalala ko na 516,500 pesos ata. To be exact, no? Yun
Mm.
natin exact
Yes.
figure. Pero more or less mga 500,000 pesos.
Mm.
Wala kaming budget for that. So, wala kaming pera
Mm.
for that. But I will discuss that in our next episode. Paano kami
Oo.
nakapag-aral kahit na wala akong budget. So, when you enroll kasi for a higher qualification, medyo mataas din. I just want to discuss this doon and share
Mm.
this with our audience na higher qualification, medyo mas mataas ang tuition fee mo because they
Mhm.
are, of course, highly specialized and advanced yung levels na of
That's
qualification.
right.
And hindi biro ang mag-aral sa ibang bansa. You should be, of course, responsible enough to attend all your classes, plus
Mm.
ipasa mo pa yung mga homeworks and exam para makapasa ka talaga. 'Di ba? So,
Totoo.
yeah, so higher qualification, higher investment. So, and when you take
Mm.
higher qualification, this shows that you are dedicated in
Mm.
enhancing your expertise and credibility. And I think pasok yun sa profile ko kasi tapos na ako ng bachelor degree,
Mm.
um, ng bachelor's ko, and then nag-postgrad ako, which I think,
Oo.
no, yun din ang kinaganda doon sa aking profile or yung sa statement of purpose, which one of the requirements for the
Yes.
student visa, which pwede natin yun
Mm.
i-discuss sa mga susunod na episode
Yes.
natin. Diba?
That's right.
And I want to add, no,
Hmm.
siguro, yung iba na, grabe, ang laki, 500,000 pesos,
Oo.
yung ininvest mo, para
Mm.
makapag-aral ka lang, which is pwede ka naman makapag-aral sa ibang school. Bakit mo pa napili sa New Zealand? 'Di ba? So, I just want
Mm.
to add na yung program na kinuha ko, it is also recognized by University of Southern Queensland or
Mhm.
USQ in Australia.
Mm.
So, meron kasing mga schools
Mm.
who are in agreement or with partnership with other universities.
That's
So,
right.
ayun. So, I was very fortunate to have been enrolled in a program recognized ng USQ. So, I received 2 certificates, one here in New
Totoo.
Zealand and one in Australia.
Yeah,
So, kung
that's
iisipin
right.
mong mahal, mahal ba yung 500,000 pesos? Plus the show money. Kung iisipin mo yung value, iisipin mo lang yung pera, siguro,
Mm.
500,000 ang dami
Mm.
mong pwede magawa. But if you're gonna
Mm.
see, kung titignan mo lang yung opportunity, the long term, after mong
Yes.
makatapos, ang dami eh. Bawing-bawi.
Oo,
Sobrang bawing-bawi.
totoo.
Yeah.
Kaya nga, 'di ba, kung yung worth yung 500,000, 516,000 tama? 516,000,
Yes,
i
oo.
hindi lang isa yung
Tuition
nakuhang
fee lang yun, tuition
certificate,
fee.
oo, tuition fee
Mm-mm.
lang, eh. Hindi lang isa, eh, 'di ba? Yung saying nga na, not one but two.
Yes.
You were able to gain 2 certificates, 'di ba? Ang
Yes.
galing.
Mm-mm.
Kasi nga,
Nakakilig.
oo, totoo, 'di ba? Ang
Mm-mm.
saya to have that achievement din, eh. It's really a
Mm-mm.
great achievement. Tsaka just to reiterate kasi, taking further studies does not, only benefit yung career growth, but it also
Yes.
shows, potential employers, your eagerness to learn, tsaka to grow as a person,
Yeah.
as an
Oo.
individual, right?
Mm-mm.
Now, with the 516,000 tuition fee amount, no, that's just the tuition fee
Mm.
that you've invested in, Aina. Do you
Mm-mm.
think it's all worth it, yung amount na
Definitely.
yun?
Super. Yung 500,000 pesos plus the pocket money na pwede ko
Mm.
rin i-discuss sa susunod na video. Kung
Mm.
magkano ang dinala namin pocket money at bakit ang tapang namin. At yun lang yung dinala namin pera. Bawing-bawi.
Ang galing.
Bawing-bawi.
Mm.
Because this pathway gave me a lifetime of benefits from academic to career,
Mm.
personal, social benefits, lahat. The experience of living and studying in another country was like an eye-opening talaga para
Mhm.
sa akin, no?
Mm.
And because of this study pathway, I was able to develop my self-confidence.
Oo, ang galing.
And I was able to bring my husband with me. Plus, of course, naging permanent resident kami because of this.
Mm.
We get to experience a better life because of this. Dito
Mm.
na rin ako ng anak, gumawa ng pamilya, and my daughter is now a citizen. We get to
Mm.
enjoy free education, free healthcare, safe environment, and alam mo, it has been nearly 4 years since I was a student, but not
Mm.
a single day goes by where its impact is not felt in my life. Alam mo yun,
Oo.
yung hindi mo
Yes.
naiisip mo lagi yung impact na nangyari. And ang sarap sa pakiramdam.
Mm.
Diba? Ang sarap sa pakiramdam na pinagdaanan mo yon and yet nandito ka ngayon, eto na, nakikita mo na.
Yes.
Diba?
Totoo.
Kahit hanggang ngayon hindi ako nagsisisi na pinagdaanan ko lahat yung hirap. Hindi ko sinasabi na masaya lahat, no? May hirap,
Mm.
may pagod,
Mm.
may pagsubok. Meron pa nga moments na iiyak ako, umiiyak ako.
Mm.
Dahil, ang dami mong pwedeng maisip eh. Diba?
Oo.
Maraming mga moments um, na matatakot ka. Diba? What
Mm.
if, bumaksak ako? What if
Yeah.
hindi ako nakapasa dito? Or hindi ako makakuha ng trabaho? Or hindi ako
Mm.
ma-absorb ng work ko? Hindi ako makakuha ng full-time? Or
Mm.
hindi ako pumasa sa English? Sa
Mm.
maraming what
Ang
if.
dami.
And marami
Mm.
kang, kumbaga, maiisip na masama, na maiiyak ka na
Mm.
lang, nakakayanin ko ba to? Uuwi na lang ba ako?
Oo.
Kakayanin mo ba to? Diba?
Yeah. 'Di
Pero,
ba?
hindi ko pinagsisisihan yun, na pinagdaanan ko yung hirap, lahat.
Oo,
Yeah,
totoo.
yeah. Mm.
Tsaka kaya nga ito, ulitin lang din natin 'no, to all our
Mm.
audiences. Kaya we have that yung secure student
Yes,
solution
that's the reason why we
to
created it.
help.
Yeah.
To help kasi 'yan, that's a perfect example. Yung
Mm.
sinabi mo na yung mga what ifs, 'di ba, the
Yes.
doubts.
Mm.
Kaya andito kami, yung team namin to guide you guys
Right?
kasi
Mm.
ayan, mismo kay Aina nanggaling na siya mismo na napagdaanan niya, eh. So, alam niya yung pakiramdam. So,
At
that's why we
napagdaanan mo
have
din.
yes, oo. Sa ibang naman din natin
Oo,
yun,
ibang
session.
session, right?
Yes. Kaya talagang yung secure student solution, yun ang magiging solusyon ng
Mm.
ninyo, for your
Mm.
to meet your migration goals talaga. Totoo
Yes.
yan. Tsaka ang ganda din kasi nung feeling na yung what you've shared, Aina,
Yeah.
'no, na
Mm.
it's really all, worth it,
Mm. Mm. Mm.
knowing that you get what you paid for and
Mm.
even more, 'di ba? Ano na, umaapaw na siya, eh, siksik liglig, right? Totoo, eh, 'di ba? So
Yes, yes. Definitely.
alam ko yung sagot naman mo dito 'no, pero with
Mm.
all
Mm.
these experiences, how are you different? I mean, are you a different person then and now, or are you just
Ibang-iba.
the same person? Oh, 'di ba?
Ibang-iba. It changed my life. I gained
Yes.
confidence. Hindi biro mamuhay ng ibang bansa.
Mm.
I am not born in New Zealand. I don't speak English right away. Nung pinanganak
Mm.
ako, hindi ka naman English speaking right away, di
Mm.
ba? Hindi ako tumira dito. So, ibang-iba.
Mm.
Kumbaga, nung pagdating mo dito, lahat pag-aaralan mo.
Oo,
Mahirap mamuhay sa ibang bansa outside of your comfort zone.
totoo
But
yan.
it will change your life. I am
Mm.
far better from who I was. 'Di ba? This adventure
Oo,
gave me a way for me to learn.
that's
So,
right. Totoo yan.
yung struggle na pinagdaanan ko, hindi ko siya at yung failure. Or actually, hindi ko
Mm.
siya as failure eh. Yung mga mistakes na ginawa ko, ay naku, dapat pala, ganito yung ginawa ko, mas mapapadali pala,
Mm.
mas mas mapapabuti pa pala, but hindi eh, no?
Mm.
After that, you learn from it, from the failure, mistakes, or whatever. Natututo ka dun
Yes.
eh. At pag natutunan
Oo.
mo yon at pag napagdaanan mo ulit yon yung ganong klaseng situation, ay, alam ko na yung gagawin ko,
Yes.
'di ba?
Oo, that's right.
Yung confidence level ko, I'm proud na narating ko kung ano man yung ano ko ngayon. So, it changed my
Wow.
life. Yeah.
Congratulations, Aina.
Yes. Mm.
You've become a better person, a better version of yourself. Ang galing.
Yes. And alam mo,
So, oo.
naniniwala kasi ako na minsan sarili mo yung kalaban mo eh.
Mm.
'Di ba? Minsan kasi pag sinasabi mo sa sarili mo na hindi ko to kaya,
Mm.
ganun ang mangyayari eh. What if sinabi mo na umpisa pa lang, 'di ba? Sinabi ko kanina, first day pa lang. First day ng pasok ng school ko, sinabi ko na gagraduate ako, kailangan makapasa
Mm.
ako, hindi pwede akong umuwi ng
Mm.
luhaan. So,
Totoo.
kailangan proud ang parents ko. Kaya, alam mo nung graduation, kukwento ko lang, no? Kanina pinakita yung photo ko during graduation. Sabay tayo graduate, right?
Yes.
So, hindi, ewan ko kung nandun ka. Of course, nandun ka. I mean,
Andun ako. Sabay nga tayo
oh,
eh.
sabay tayo graduate. I mean, nung mismong tinawag yung pangalan ko, 'di ba,
Mm.
tatawagin ka eh. Oh, Aina, Maria, Bettina, sinawag yung pangalan ko. Yung, yan, tinawag yung pangalan ko. Yung excitement mo nun, na tinawag yung
Oo.
pangalan mo, graduate ka na, ang sarap sa pakiramdam. Tsaka,
Oo.
yung parents ko wala kasi doon. Wala kaming budget para dalhin ko ang buong pamilya ko at umattend ng aking
Mm.
graduation rites, no? Pero tinawagan ko yung parents ko dyan during, nung tinatawag yung pangalan ko, tinawagan ko sila sa, I think, via Viber ata, video call. Sabi ko,
Mm.
ma, ito, tatawagin yung pangalan ko. So, dala-dala ko sila sa stage habang tinatawag ako. Hawak ko yung phone ko niyan eh. So, ewan ko lang kung may photo ako na nagpa-picture ako. I think pinakilala ko dun sa mga professor natin na this is my mom
Oo.
and my parents. They're from the Philippines. They can't
Yeah.
come over here. So, they just wanna say hi. So, nag-hi sila during the
Oo.
video call. So, ewan ko kung nakita mo yun, Em. So, ayun.
Nakita ko
Palakpakan yung
yun
mga,
and oo, nare-recall ko rin yun. Kasi nga, talagang inintroduce mo while you were on stage nung
of
time na yun,
course,
'di ba?
Em.
Sila tita, tito. So,
Nagbayad tayo dyan
talagang
eh. Nagbayad tayo ng 500. Kailangan naman, masama ko yung parents ko sa proud moment na yun. So,
oo, 'di ba?
ayun.
Buti
Nagpalakpakan nga
na
yung mga
lang,
tao. Hindi na ako
oo.
nahiya sa audience. Eh, no? Dinala ko na yung parents ko. Sabi ko, this is my mom and my dad. They can't come over here. They can't
Yeah.
attend because they're from the Philippines. So,
Totoo. And thankfully for ano 'no, virtual,
yes. Oo.
yung virtual meetings na 'yan, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Now, ano ba yung sa tingin mo, ano yung most interesting thing you learned when you took your postgraduate studies? Ano yung pinaka-interesting thing?
Marami eh. Pero sige, um, share ko na lang siguro yung about sa business program
Mm.
itself, no? Kasi yung business kasi are useful for those who are looking to grow their skills or sa mga
Mm.
gustong mag-career change, pwede rin, no? Or or even yung even when they figure out what they want to do next or yung kung ano man ang gusto nila. And that's because
Hmm.
the skills that you learn from the business programs broad kasi siya and useful. Merong
Mm.
business, nandun din yung marketing, 'di ba?
Mm.
Accounting, management. So,
Yes.
ang laki. Meron din for IT, business IT. So,
Mm.
ang dami, ano. And I mentioned earlier na I took a postgraduate level 8 here in New Zealand. But
Mm.
para sa mga viewers natin, in order for our viewers and listener to understand what we are
Yep.
talking about, allow me to discuss yung levels of education. No?
Mm.
Kasi
Yes.
in a snapshot, the level of education begins from preschool. Yan.
Mm.
until level 10, or yung mga level 10 here is PhD or yung masters.
Yes. Mm.
And most of the time, when looking for further studies, you'll come across either master's or PhD. Di ba pag meron na tayong bachelor's degree, ang iniisip natin, ay okay, next naman is master's.
Mm.
Mag-masters na ako. Pero, let's say, ayaw mo ng time intensive, ayaw mo
Mm.
ng matagal na pag-aaral. Ang master's kasi 2 years or 18 months, 'di ba? At gusto
Yes.
mo ng shorter qualification, pwede kang kumuha ng postgraduate level 8 courses like katulad
Mm.
ng kinuha natin.
Mm.
A postgraduate diploma is a shorter qualification than a master's degree. Although the same academic level lang ito, but a
Mm.
master's degree is made up of 180 credits or pwedeng pang tumaas. Yung
Mm.
postgraduate diploma, nasa 120 credits. So, yung na-experience natin, nasa
Yes.
120 credits siya.
Mm.
And these questions are often being asked sa
Hmm.
atin. What if bachelor degree na nga ako?
Hmm.
What level of program will I best fit in? And how about kung high school graduate ako? Will I
Mm.
still be able to study abroad? Yan yung mga normal na nare-receive
Ang
natin na
dami.
mga
Mm.
tanong. Yep. Pero pag-usapan muna natin yung high school graduates, 'di
Mm.
ba? For high school graduates, you may still continue your studies abroad. You can take your bachelor degree, which is a level 7, equivalent
Mm.
dito yun sa New Zealand.
Mm.
Bachelor degree is level 7 dito sa New Zealand.
Mm.
Normally nasa 3 years ka
Mm.
mag-aaral. So it's a 3-year degree. And then, the next popular question naman is for those who are already in bachelor degree. Diba?
Yes.
What
Mm.
level of study should they take? Well, the answer is you may take a higher qualification, such as a level 8 postgraduate study, just
Mm.
like what I did, or yung
Mm.
level 9, which is a master's degree.
Mm.
So, right now, most of our clients are choosing to enroll at a level 9 or yung master's dito sa New
Yes.
Zealand. Because some students prefer nila na makasama yung family nila, yung
Mm.
goal nila is to bring their family while they
Yes.
study. So,
Oo, totoo.
kaya pinipili nila yung level 9.
Tsaka of course, yung the higher the qualifications kasi din, the higher your chances are of, landing a job based sa skill sets mo, 'di ba?
Totoo yan.
Totoo yan,
Mm-mm-mm.
eh. So,
Yes.
yun kaya ang kadamihan talaga ng mga kakilala din natin, ng mga kliyente din natin, ang ano nila is level 9 masters.
Right.
Yun
Mm-mm.
talaga. Mm.
Wow.
Galing.
So, ang
Ang
dami
dami
natin na
naming
pag-usapan.
oo. Ang dami kong natutunan din sa story mo, Aina, kasi, this is a first time ito yung first
First
time, that
time
you've opened up.
ever.
Yeah,
Yes.
yung kasi everyone knows na, you took the student pathway
Yeah.
towards which helped towards your permanent residency.
Mm-mm,
Pero yung
mm.
in-betweens, 'di ba? Hindi nila
Wala
alam
pa ako
'yan, eh.
nakukuwento diyan. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
umpisa na. Ito na yung
Well,
umpisa.
pwedeng nilang sa mga nanonood sa atin ngayon, you can comment down below if
Mm.
you want us to share with you yung mga pinagdaanan namin as a students, no? At maririnig nyo rin yung kwento ni Em sa susunod natin mga episode, no?
Yes, that's right.
And I think ang key takeaway lang natin dito sa podcast for our today's podcast, no? There are many benefits of
Mm.
getting a higher qualification. Ang dami from personal to interpersonal to financial
Mm.
and education advancements. Ang dami. You get
Yes,
to be more motivated in life, pati na sa career. And alam mo,
totoo.
no one can take this qualification from you. Diba? You own
Totoo.
it forever, embedded na yan sa buhay natin. So, yun ang
Oh, yes.
pinakamalaking achievement. And of course, the
Oo.
opportunity after you finish your a qualification here in New Zealand, ang daming
Mm.
benefits, no? Just like what happened to me after
Mm.
I finished a 1-year postgraduate studies, nakakuha ako
Mm.
ng work permit that allows me to
Yes.
stay here in New Zealand and of course makakuha ng skill job and then
Mm.
maging permanent resident. 'Di ba? Kasama ng buong pamilya ko. I mean,
Totoo.
my husband, and now, I already have a baby.
Yes.
Ayan. Baby pa talaga siya dyan. She's now
Oo.
2. Ayan. So, ayan. So, I hope you guys get a value out of this podcast. Thank you,
Mm.
Em, for
Oh,
being with me today.
thank you, Aina, for all the,
Yes.
shared information and tips
Yep.
na binigay mo
Mhm.
sa amin, sa ating mga audiences.
Yes. And to everyone, if you liked and learned something from this episode, give us a shout out and share this to others. We want to help you guys get all the information you need here at Secure Visa. And of course, we understand that it can be complicated, stressful, and confusing when it comes to study permit application and other concerning issues. That's why we have a professional support team and experienced immigration lawyers here ready to help you whenever you need them. And we have designed our services. Minention na namin yan kanina ni M that we have a secure student solution for aspiring international students to end the challenges that a student might encounter. Like you, we are also immigrants who took the study pathway, so we understand and experience the challenges that come along with living in a new environment. Working with us will ensure not only that you make it, but you don't get frustrated. And we want you to be successful because your success is our success. So, I made a 60-minute video on how being an international student for a year led me to my permanent resident visa despite not being financially ready when I started the process and not a highly skilled professional. And you can watch it for free. Click the link in the description box and just put your email and I will send the free video to you. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Secure Visa. For our podcast listener, please follow the Secure Visa podcast. And for our Facebook viewers, please like and share our page, Secure Visa Consultancy. So thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in our next podcast. Don't forget to safeguard your future with Secure Visa. Bye!